Ever since their first introduction into the mobile tech market, tablets have had two general form factors. The 7-inch form factor has been great for extreme portability, and the 10-inch form factor has been superb for large screen media consumption on a still relatively portable device. Since that time, we have seen some variations in these screen sizes, sometimes a little bit more than 10 inches, sometimes about 8 inches. We haven't really seen a tablet go too far past the 10-inch marker though. That is until now, with the Samsung Galaxy Note Pro 12.2. As you can see, this tablet is extremely huge. This is a 12.2-inch display, super high quality resolution, lots of high-end specifications in here, and with a target towards the business market. Samsung is really hoping that you'll actually replace your laptop with this tablet right here. Does the Samsung Galaxy Note Pro have what it takes to live up to those expectations? We're going to find out right now in my full review on MCOJ. My name is Joe Martin, this is Mobile Cup of Joe, and before we go any further, please go ahead and grab that coffee cup, fill it up, bring it over, and sit on down. Take a swig from your Mobile Cup of Joe. If you've seen any of Samsung's recently released smartphones or tablets, you already know what to expect from the design of the Galaxy Note Pro. The tablet is constructed entirely out of plastic. The front of the tablet is home to its gargantuous 12.2-inch Super AMOLED display. Above that is a Samsung logo, and below that is the Note Pro's navigation buttons. Capacitive buttons for multitasking and going back a page are found to the left and right respectively of the physical home button. It's easy to understand that the physical home button is one of the staples of Samsung's design philosophy, but it just feels weird not to place in such a large tablet. The frame of the device uses the same faux chrome design, albeit it is not quite as shiny as it is on the Galaxy S5. Located on the very top of the frame in the middle is the Note Pro's IR blaster. On either side of the frame you will see two side-firing speakers. Although the speakers do get surprisingly loud, the actual quality of the audio can get distorted quite fast. They're more enjoyable than rear-firing speakers, but there is definitely room for improvement. Flip the Note Pro over and you'll find Samsung's faux leather design that was first introduced on the Galaxy Note 3. The back has a decent amount of grip to it and actually feels quite soft to the touch. Located on the top left of the back side is the resting place for the Note Pro's S Pen. While the design for the Note Pro 12.2 certainly is functional, it really is rather boring. Despite being just 8mm thick, the Note Pro weighs in at a very hefty 753 grams, or 1.66 pounds. Resting the tablet in your lap is fine, but try holding this thing for any prolonged period of time and you'll quickly realize just how heavy this thing actually is. Now it's expected that this tablet would have a bit of weight to it due to the crazy large screen size, but the combination of that screen and weight really detract from how portable the device truly is. And with a tablet that's supposed to be portable, that's not a good thing at all. So, how about that display? Yes, it's far too big for all scenarios, but damn does that thing look great. The Samsung Galaxy Note Pro 12.2 screen has a resolution of 2560 by 1600, bringing in 247 pixels per inch. Now since this is a Super AMOLED panel, colors have very high contrast ratios, blacks are incredibly deep, and viewing angles are top notch as well. Movies and all types of video look fantastic on here, but gaming was a bit interesting. While games certainly look great, ones that use motion such as Riptide GP2, Asphalt 8, and the like, the experience was a bit awkward. Tilting the Note Pro, moving it around in your hands gets rather uncomfortable and you look like a doofus when doing so. This is a minor complaint, but one that proved to be annoying nonetheless. In regards to its processing power, the Note Pro packs in a 2.3 GHz quad-core Qualcomm Snapdragon 800 processor, the Adreno 330 GPU, and 3 GB of RAM. In other words, the tablet is fast. Between playing games, streaming movies, or running 3 applications on the screen at once, the Note Pro easily stays with you no matter what you throw at it. I did notice some stutter when browsing through its UI, but we'll get more into that in the software portion of the review. The Galaxy Note Pro model that I got into review came in courtesy of Verizon Wireless. Since this is a model being sold by Verizon, I was able to get access to the carrier's entire 4G LTE network. As with other tablets on Verizon, the Note Pro can only access 4G LTE connections. This means that if you're in an area that is only covered by Verizon's 3G speeds, you're out of luck. Thankfully, the Note Pro is compatible with Verizon's XLTE service, so you'll get lightning fast speeds when available. Battery life on the Note Pro is surprisingly great. A 9,500 mAh battery can be found in the tablet, and although it's not removable, that shouldn't really matter. With moderate to heavy usage of playing games, checking email, streaming YouTube videos, streaming music, and so much more, you can easily get 2 days of use out of this thing, and depending on your usage, possibly even 3. As with all battery scenarios, your mileage will vary, but this is a very, very long-lasting tablet and one for the road warriors out there. The Galaxy Note Pro 12.2 runs Android version 4.4.2 KitKat with Samsung's TouchWiz layered over it. Despite this being a newer version of TouchWiz, it still feels more or less the same as previous iterations of Samsung's custom Android skin. Icons are still cartoony looking, and instances of stutter and lag can be found when skimming through the tablet's user interface. Swiping down to access your notification panel will present you with circular-shaped icons for quick settings toggles, and jumping to the settings directly will present you with even more circles. However, this is really the only change in design present on the software on the Note Pro. Everything else looks the same as previous iterations of this custom skin, and almost feels like there's an identity crisis running through the device. With Samsung's push of the Note Pro being a business-oriented product, some of the software additions actually do help with this marketing tactic. Samsung's multi-window feature, which has proven time and time again to be one of the best ways to multitask on Android, shines on the Note Pro's 12.2-inch display. Thanks to the extra screen real estate, you can run not only 2, but 3 or even 4 applications simultaneously on this device. And the best part, you ask? They run great. Even with 4 apps running on the screen at once, everything still feels fast and still feels snappy. Now, as with previous versions of multi-window, the only drawback is that it still only works with select apps that Samsung approves for use of it. Magazine UX, another software addition to the Note Pro, isn't quite as useful. The Magazine UX lives on the leftmost home screen of your setup and acts as a way to organize and see information you care about. You can create up to 3 separate pages of the Magazine UX and customize them in a variety of ways. You can add news topics, social media plugins, and slots for your calendar, gallery, music, and more. Now, while this sounds great on paper, real-world use proves to be otherwise. In regards to the news topics, you can't actually choose what outlets you want information from. You are simply presented with a list of different categories, such as arts and culture, business, sports, etc. Social media plugins are even more limited, with options only available for Flickr, LinkedIn, Twitter, and YouTube. The Magazine UX is powered by Flipboard, so selecting a news article will transition you into the app itself to read that article. However, it doesn't direct you into the article itself, rather than it takes you to the page on Flipboard that the article is found, meaning you have to tap on the article again to actually read the whole thing. This, along with the inconsistency of many parts of the Magazine UX not updating with new content properly, makes it feel very unpolished and incomplete. So, can you and should you replace your laptop with the Samsung Galaxy Note Pro? The answer is no. The Samsung Galaxy Note Pro, while it is a very high-end Android tablet, just cannot replace a laptop just yet. Despite the great software features that Samsung has thrown in for productivity, and the extra large screen size, which actually does tend to work at a disadvantage toward the tablet, at the end of the day, this is still just a very powerful, overlarge Android tablet. We haven't even talked about price yet. On Verizon, with a new 2-year contract, the Samsung Galaxy Note Pro 12.2 with 32 gigabytes of internal storage costs a whopping $749. Keep in mind, that is a subsidized price with the 2-year service agreement. If you want to get this thing unlocked, you're going to be forking over an additional $100 and paying $849 without a contract for the Samsung Galaxy Note Pro with 32 gigs of storage. For those prices, that is a bit ridiculous for paying for a basic Android tablet that's ultra powerful and has a very large display. You can easily buy a smaller 7 or 10-inch tablet really in a high-end laptop for even less money, or you can invest in a Microsoft Surface Pro 3, which is actually a tablet that can replace your laptop for around the same money. So for those prices, it is extremely hard to recommend the Samsung Galaxy Note Pro. If you want the biggest and the baddest screen you can currently find on an Android tablet, you may want to look into this thing. However, as I said in my review, that 12-inch screen really works as a disadvantage toward the product because yes, while it is great for media consumption, it just isn't great for carrying around with you with the added weight, with the issues with the software, and with the overhyped price and the oversized price. This is a device you may want to pass on. So everyone, that is my full review of the Samsung Galaxy Note Pro. If you have any questions about this product, please let me know down in the comments below. If you want to stay in touch some more, you can go ahead and follow me on Twitter, where the channel is @MobileCupOfJoe and I am @JoeMarin1. If you liked the video, please go ahead and hit the like button if you liked it. It takes 1 second to do so and it really does help support the show. And if you want to show your support towards the show even more, don't want to miss my next video, make sure you go ahead and click that subscribe button. Thank you all so much for watching, have a wonderful day, and I'll see you all in the next video. Bye-bye.